So, welcome back, dear friends. In our class 9, we covered in our first session that is our matter in our surroundings. Okay, then is matter around the sphere. Then we covered our atoms and molecules. So, in that atoms and molecules, we saw different laws of chemical combinations. Okay, in that we saw some different types of chemical formulas also. Then we saw valency. Then we draw one triangle. In that triangle, for that our numerical purpose, how can you calculate number of atoms, number of molecules? Okay, now it's time to start our new lesson. That new lesson is our structure of atom. So as you know, structure of atom, you might have seen in our class 6 that structure of atom. In that Maharshi Kanath, they called Anu and as a Parmanu, okay, for smallest particles of an atom. Now in that we will see first introduction part. So what is introductory part here about structure of atom? So in structure of atom, so as you know, say atoms are what? Fundamental particles of matter, and that matter describes all properties. Now this theory of matter first gave John Dalton. Okay, then he developed one theory. So we call that theory Dalton atomic theory. Dalton atomic theory. So in that, what he told, Dalton atomic theory, he told that atom is indivisible. Atom is indivisible. In that Dalton atomic theory, he told. Now, so many things at that time he discovered, and he discovered laws of chemical combination. So he successfully uh, explained laws of chemical combination. So that we saw that laws of conservation of mass, laws of constant proportions. Okay, that are different laws. Okay, now one theory he fails to explain. Okay, so that theory he performed various experiments. So with that theory, okay, suppose we if you took a glass or ebonite and if you rub with silk or fur, so what will happen? Electricity will generate. So from this experiment, okay, so Dalton, he does not explain about very much about this how that when you glass or any ebonite, when you rub with silk or your fur, then it generates electricity. So it reveals that atom contains still smaller particles. So that smaller particles is what? Your electron, proton and neutron. Still smaller particles what? Electron, proton and neutron. So this mystery of your electron, proton and neutron, this mystery was solved at the end of 19th century. Okay, so many scientists they are working with this electron, proton and neutron. For example, in that, as you know, your Sir J.J. Thomson, then Rutherford, then Goldstein, Chadwick, Bohr, and many more scientists they are working for this whatever electron, protons and neutron discovery. Okay, now these are what? Introductory part of our structure of atom. Now see, we will discuss what about our discovery of electron. Okay, so see here, in that our topic, discovery of electron. See what will happen here. the discovery of electron. So Sir J.J. Thomson, he performed experiment with the help of CR tube, that is what? Cathode ray tube. Okay. So he performed on the basis of cathode ray tube. So see here how that looks, cathode ray tube as like this. Okay. So it contains two metal electrodes. Okay. Two metal electrodes. And here vacuum pump also. See as like this. Vacuum pump. These are what your electrodes. In that, one cylindrical glass tube. Okay, so this whatever your cylindrical glass tube, in that at over here vacuum pump also there. So whatever inside pressure, okay, whatever inside gas pressure is maintained by your vacuum pump. Okay, so say as like this, your this vacuum pump. Okay, like this. So we call it as a what? Vacuum pump. In that, these are what your electrodes. Okay, now here high voltage source. Here what? High voltage source. And that source is about 10,000 volt. How much? 10,000 volts. That much high voltage source we have to apply. Okay. Now here pressure we have to apply near about 10 raised to minus 4 mm of Hg. Mm of Hg. So this mm of Hg is what your, it is one of the unit of pressure. Okay. So now see what will happen in that discovery of electron. Okay, so here your negative part, so we call it as a what? Cathode. And here what? Positive part, we call it as a what? Anode. Now what will happen? See here, when this electric circuit will start, when here this pressure is minimized, so that pressure how much here? Basically 10 raised to minus 4 inside here. Here any of the gas present in your discharge tube. Okay. Okay, so these are what? Gas. So suppose in that helium gas is there. So how this helium gas which will ionize? So He plus plus 1 electron minus. So this helium gas is dissociate or ionize as like this. Now what will happen when we minimize the pressure? So pressure will decrease and we have to minimize this pressure near about 10 raised to minus 2. Okay. So and under the, if you apply high voltage source also, then what we have, what he observed, Sir J.J. Thomson, here bright spots something observed in what? This CR tube. Okay, so bright spot observed on this, so here on this ZNS screen, this what here? Zinc sulfide screen. Okay, bright spot was observed. So from this conclude that something is there which are moving from cathode to anode. So that cathode to anode, so see here, so we call it as that something which emitted from this cathode to anode. So further he called it what? Cathode rays. What? Cathode rays. Okay. Now further what he discovered, okay, cathode rays start moving from cathode to anode. So they are start moving from cathode to anode. So he conclude that your electron must be what? Negatively charged, because they are moving from negative to positive. Or one more concept here we can apply: like charges repel, unlike charges attract. Okay, like charges repel, unlike charges attract. So on the basis of this, okay, now here after this experiment, okay, so from this experiment whatever is observing from cathode to anode with the help of bright spot, and following observation he made. So see which observations here: whatever here electrons were generated, that does not depends on material of this electrode, does not depends on material present in the electrode. Okay, and whatever here they are moving, something you observe from negative to positive, from cathode to anode, it also does not depends on nature of the gas present in CR tube, that is what cathode ray tube. So after that, third observation, whatever this from negative to positive, okay, something you observe. So first that name, Sir J.J. Thomson give name for this what? Negatrons. What? Negatrons. Then after name was changed by Stoney scientist. Okay. Then that scientist he gave name as a what? Electron. Okay. Electrons. Now here we are calculating charge and mass ratio also. Okay, so see here we have to calculate charge to mass ratio. So that charge to mass ratio, it is not your some additional concept. It is for your not for lower standard. It is for your higher standard. Okay, now see here. After this fourth point we will discuss here. Okay, so see that fourth point is what? So whatever this cathode rays, so cathode rays they are traveling in straight line. So how we can conclude that they are traveling in a straight line? So say Sir J.J. Thomson he kept here one solid object. Okay, so as like this he kept something here solid object. So see as like this. Okay, as like solid object he came. Okay, he kept in that CR tube. So what he observed? He observed here shadow of this solid object here on this ZNS screen. Okay, so like that this shadow. So this is what your shadow. Understood? So from this conclude that whatever your cathode rays, they are moving in straight line. So one more he observed. So see that observations. So that cathode rays produces a mechanical effect also. So see how that mechanical effect. So he kept here one paddle wheel. Okay, so see as like this. He kept here paddle wheel. So say diagrammatically how he kept here paddle wheel. Okay, and cathode on passing cathode ray, he starts rotating. So from that, what he conclude that your cathode ray has a mass and it has a velocity, or we can say what? Kinetic energy. Okay, so these are important regarding your in discovery of electron, how they done. Okay, this mystery was solved. Now we will discuss charge to mass ratio and their calculation part. Okay, now see here. So here I want to tell you here one thing, one more property of your whatever cathode rays. So see here, when electric and magnetic field applied in your CR tube, so they were deflected towards a positive field. So from this also conclude that whatever in cathode rays, okay, it contain what? Negatively charged spaces. So that is what your electrons. Understood? So whatever I am saying, so that each and every word is important and you have to save it to your memory. Understood? So very much important is discovery of electron. So now we will see here charge mass ratio. Okay, so that determined by Sir J.J. Thomson only. Okay, say we will discuss here that also. Understood? So these are what your discovery of electron. So here charge to mass ratio also we are discussing. One of the here additional concept. This not given your NCERT, but for your competitive exams it is important. So say charge to mass ratio. So that charge to mass ratio we can say E by M. Charge to mass ratio calculated by Sir J.J. Thomson. Okay, so see how much it is. So it is calculated by experimentally, so that E by M ratio say is equal to minus 1.76 into 10 raised to 11 coulomb per kg. So here E by M ratio how much? Minus 1.76 into 10 raised to 11 coulomb per kg. So we have to convert into its gram. Minus 1.76 into 10 raised to 8 coulomb per gram. Understood? So that gram value we have to take. So for the mass of an electron, for calculating mass of an electron. So see here, E by M ratio, he done experimentally that how much? Minus 1.76 into 10 to 11 and minus 1.76 into 10 to 8 coulomb per gram. Now we must know charge on electron also. So see how much that charge, okay, charge on electron. So this charge on electron, this calculation or he experimentally done by Millikan oil drop experiment. So that we will study, you will study in physics. Okay, Millikan oil drop experiment. So how much that, see here, how much it is? Minus 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. How much? Minus 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Okay, so it is what your charge on electron. So here for calculation of mass of an electron. Okay, so see how we have to, what is the calculation for that? Mass of an electron. So see here, E divided by E by M. So E already they gave, E how much? Minus 1 point, means charge on electron, minus 1.602 into 10 is to minus 19 divided by E by M ratio also they gave, minus 1.76 into 10 is to 8. So what you will get? So you will get here calculation, see how much that calculation it is, 9.1 something you will get. 9.1 into 10 is to minus 31 kg. Okay, so how we can write in gram also? You can write in gram also. 9.1 into 10 is to minus 28 gram. Understood? So it is what? Mass of an electron. And that mass of an electron is nearly about mass of 1 divided by. So see, that mass is near about 1 divided by 1837 parts of hydrogen. So how much it is? 0.00548 AMU. Understood? So very much important is, so here we completed our whatever discovery of electron. Okay, so this discovery of electron very much important. Okay, so whatever our next, that we will discuss within a second. Okay, so the whatever next part we will discuss within a second. Thank you.